Oh, hi, Libra. Welcome to your solar eclipse reading, the solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. We're doing this reading this week for you. So the guidance that's been coming through has been phenomenal. It's so good. So I'm excited to dive into your reading. So do check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. You never know what wisdom may appeal to you and what speaks to you and what doesn't. I don't know what this reading is going to be or anything along those lines yet, so we'll see. But let's dive in. I'm so excited, Libra. Yes, let's do this. Okay. I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space, and I ask that it is a safe and brave space that allows for the fullest expression of our light humanity, ascension, and healing. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So the Journey of Love Oracle by Alana Fairchild is what we're pulling from. I'm going to put the link in the description below, so do check that out. But Libra, let's see where we go here. Let's see what happens, what unfolds. Spirit, can I get some messages for Libra for this Taurus solar eclipse, please? Beauty. It's almost like I heard the word morose. Look on her face. Like longing. Woman of light. Guardian of the soul family. I'm getting a lot of matriarch energy off of this. Like there's a way that you're connecting to wisdom within you. It could be ancestral energy that you're connecting to that's providing you wisdom, that you're beginning to understand yourself more. And maybe you're stepping into this sort of guardianship energy, like protector energy, but not of people. I feel like when we start talking about protecting people, I just bristle at it a little bit because I'm like, oh, that feels toxic, 222 on the time, and not toxic outright, but it's just like it's a flawed way. Maybe it's better to say it's a flawed way of looking at things. Like people don't need protecting necessarily. Help maybe, but I'm gonna read the Woman of Light to you here. I'm hearing dance with the angels. Like you're understanding more how to slip into and out of a different level of consciousness that's allowing you to kind of like commune with this bigger soul family, like a bigger friends community, something along those lines. Okay. I feel like you're like the glue for a lot of people. The glue for a lot of people. So pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There's no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. Damn, this is almost like you're getting perhaps a new guide, Libra. This oracle brings you guidance that you are either to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being. Yeah, I feel like there's a guide coming in for you, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones, but loving devotion, so they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. Wow. So that is definitely a message to me, Libra, that you have some kind of guide coming in, be it in human or disembodied form, but surrounding you. And I almost get that they're kind of acting, maybe they're like a guardian of a soul family in a way that's coming to you or around you. And I'm still hearing acting like the glue. Like there's something cohesive about this guide or this experience. I don't know if it's a person, but I get this like this vibe of like it being a cohesion that brings together a whole bunch of people that didn't know that they needed one another. Maybe that's where I was getting up on getting the protection vibe. Like, we don't realize that we need certain people until we meet them and we connect with them. And then we're like, oh, like this is the most pleasant thing. Like, it's just lovely. Right. So I feel like this is almost you understanding. There's like an awareness that you have. I'm hearing Ace of Pentacle. But it's not like 555 on the time. It's not a pentacle as in finance. It is, this to me comes across as like pentacle as in the energy here, as like planting a seed of something. And this beauty, I think, is really part of it. I'm hearing like creative art. There's art. There's something beautiful about this process, yes. But I think it's going to inspire. I think it's going to inspire a different take on beauty. Like you're seeing beauty differently. And when I say morose, I feel like it's kind of a place where you connected into this initially. Like I get this like connected but disconnected vibe from this person. Right? Like that's where I feel like this, it's like this, something isn't being said, like this blue, the throat chakra, something isn't being said, or maybe has been said too much. I don't know. But this connection here, I feel like this is a connection to the divine. It represents that. And it's like it was almost like it became a heavy burden because you were disconnected from your voice, or you were disconnected from beauty. Like you were disconnected from that. Libra. Okay, I'm going to clarify. Like I said, these messages have been wild, but I'm leaning into the energy because this is excellent stuff. So, Spirit, can you please clarify this beauty card for me here, please? And thank you so much. So with the beauty cards, we have beauty, woman of light, guardian of the soul family. And we're getting that there's this sense of connecting back to oneself. Hermit, yeah. A sense of connecting to yourself again, your inner wisdom. I think that's where like, I'm hearing something caught your eye, and it's like the star in this, the lantern, right? Something caught your eye, and that's where you started to reconnect. And it's like joie de vivre, maybe, but like this reconnection to your inner wisdom, your inner wellspring. I'm hearing as well. Inner wisdom, inner wellspring. The devil. I feel like you were disconnected from your truth. You were disconnected from a truth, from your wisdom. The truth of your wisdom, justice, could be, that's your card. So I feel like you're showing up in your power, almost as a response to this devil energy, possibly Capricorn energy. It could have been that there was a way that you were feeling uninspired, and this was a call for you to reconnect with the beauty of the wisdom and the journey, the beauty of the work, maybe more so. When I see the justice card here, it's almost like I get that this is like inner critic vibes. Like there's some process that was happening within you, Libra, like inner critic. The justice card is sort of that critic energy, but like legal critic, like legal critique, like legal assessment. I'm hearing actuary, like, it's like the inner actuary. And then the devil here, it's almost like you were sort of not trusting this, but it's like the inner critic was kind of blocking you from seeing your wisdom. Like you were taking yourself down a peg unnecessarily, because I think that there was very real devil energy around you. But I feel like it sort of pulled you away from this wisdom, and then something either comes blasting through or will be. And it just, I think it took you by surprise a little bit, but it's very anchored and grounded in that, like that pentacle vibe, guardian of the soul family. So I feel like there's a way that this is a grounded energy for sure. And I feel like it might be, you might feel carried away or swept up in it, Libra. Spirit, what else do you have for me here? Six of Cups. Yeah, I think you may feel a little bit of, like, it might make you feel, I just heard it might make you feel like a kid again. Like there's something very playful about the energy coming in. Like playful, frisky. I'm thinking, when I said frisky, I had the image of like, even if I touch paper and crinkle it a tiny bit, the cat comes running. Like they're like the song of my people, and like that kind of frisky energy. Like there's something it's like this dance of calling something to you that you don't understand that's what you're doing, Libra. There's like, oh my gosh, there's a dance that's happening here. Woman of Light. Spirit, can you give me some messages here for my Librans, please and thank you? The Star. Yeah. This is definitely a divine gift. This either encounter or guide that you're getting. This is also a divine gift in service to your healing, but I think that this is also in service to others as well, and serving the community in a broader way. I'm almost getting I'm hearing entity, like entity. I don't know. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. You may find that your worries may keep you up at night. And I think that you need to really protect your energy and ground yourself right now, Libra. And I think that it's also really important to, like, when's the last time, for example, this morning, I cleansed the tourmaline that I keep around every corner of the room that I have here, right? And the room in the house that I share with people. So I cleanse the tourmaline in every corner of the room. When's the last time that you did that? Like, when's the last time you did those things? I heard on, like other people, they do this in other ways, right? But it's just like maintaining that sort of clearing process. You can hear one of the little munchkins meowing in the hallway there. But this Nine of Swords, I think, is this like worries up at night. And I think that it's like, you have to remember that loving beings coming for, to deliver wisdom and to meet you where you are, they can come in the middle of the night in dreams, as a sort of introductory place where you get to know them. It's a sort of introductory place where you won't, I'm almost getting that, like, seeing them may be a little bit too much for you, Libra. Like, seeing might be too much. So there's other ways that this is coming to you, and this awareness, this being, it may be too much at once. So, and especially with the Star, I'm getting this sort of dreams being very healing for you right now. Dream work, as giving you more access to it, to this energy. I just heard love liberates. It's a Maya Angelou quote. Love liberates. And I just looked, I didn't even realize I pulled the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, love liberates. So maybe this, I think that this is freeing up cup energy, this awareness, for you. But I also think that this is like spirit giving you a loving embrace. Spirit giving you a loving embrace. Six of Pentacles. I'm hearing fourth house, but also like fourth house is in mother energy, but I'm thinking more like, father energy, more father energy, like father healing, like healing healing something about that related to a Six of Pentacles type of balance and giving. Five of Wands. I almost get that you've had this approach where you felt like this is like training for battle, like sharpening your skills, right? These aren't swords, these are wands, but these are like, oh my gosh, my guides are cartoon characters, I swear to you. What came to mind was the scene from Mulan where they're training, like that song, Be a Man, da, 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 and like, you know, based on your impression is whether there's a copyright strike or not. So based on how effective and appropriate it is and how on point it is, mine was horrible of that song. So, but that idea of like, you know, this idea of like training for battle is like the way that you've approached specific things. And I feel like this is like an embrace that's softening hard edges, potentially. So the Six of Pentacles here, though, I think that's the reestablishment, like the balancing out of energies, so that it's less of a balancing act and more of a, it enables you to welcome energies in that embrace energy, as opposed to fight or conflict, like that fight, flight, or freeze or fawn, right? Judgment. Yeah. So this is you kind of putting a pin in it and capping that. And it's transformative energy for you as well. King of Pentacles. Every single freaking reading that I've done, I think, not everyone, but I would say 3 or 4 have had the King of Pentacles in this position. So I think that this is this Taurian energy as opposed to a person. I mean, in the other readings it resonated differently, but I think that this is more Taurian energy that's really grounding. And I think there's an awareness coming of what you value. And I think regarding this guide or this energy that is moving towards you, Libra, I'm getting this idea of you shifting from feeling like training for battle is the way that you understood value. Like the harder you worked, the more valuable the thing that you wanted because you worked your ass off for it, right? So that's sort of like, Our Lady of Perpetual Blood, Sweat, and Tears, right? But I think that it's like you're understanding that there's a different altar that you can build that isn't based on this same thought process, and it is something that you're letting transform what you value, and I think that is bringing in a lot of amazing energy. Wow, Libra. I think that the universe is really, there's like I'm hearing tendrils, like it's like you're being held very gently in the universe's tendrils right now. And I think that there's a way that you need to understand that there's a gentle embrace that you're being wrapped, that's like wrapping around you, but it's coming directly from spirit. And it's like leaning into that and trusting, as opposed to letting worries and fears run away with you. Because that kind of blocks your awareness of where this embrace is coming from. Cosmically speaking, I just heard. Okay, I'm going to pull chakra cards for you, Libra. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the channeling today has been unreal, and I'm so here for it. Spirit, can I get some messages for my Librans, please? And thank you so much. Peace of mind. Yeah, and it's on this card, like the morose card, right? So this is like a message for the part of you that kind of disconnected from beauty a little bit because you were in these more dense energies. And this, I think the Six of Cups is just this beautiful, like, lightening up. And Justice is sort of that, like, no, this is where we're going to lighten up. And it's like that, it's like, there was like, I'm getting like a sword. Ooh, I just hit the microphone. There's like a sword, like a release, like, and that then something was, I'm getting like surgically removed, energetically removed. So maybe give yourself some rest if that's the case. Like if you've been doing that kind of energy work and releasing situations, memories, energies, people from your energy field, it's really important to give yourself adequate rest because it is kind of like an energetic surgery, right, Libra? So peace of mind. I heal the poisons of my mind that limit and deny me by aligning with pure and honest thought and belief. I joyfully recognize when I am thinking limited thoughts from my conditioning and realign with thoughts and beliefs that serve my growth and well-being. I choose to question my perspective and think loving, supportive thoughts. I am peaceful. And I think you have to give yourself that peace, right? You have to give yourself permission. You have to give yourself permission. And this is third chakra energy, which is also really deeply connected to this sort of awakened being. Awakened being. That's just, it's such a really neat energy. courage. I have the strength, courage, and willpower to face my fears and see my desires, dreams, and goals through to completion. I release the need to be anything other than who I am in order to succeed. I believe in myself and have the courage to fail and succeed. I am possible. So what I'm getting here is that courage is one thing, but it's almost like you have to courageously hand over the reins to the universe on this one in terms of this contact. This contact. This contact. Sensuality. Sensuality and pleasure are my birthright to be experienced with blissful joy. I honor and embrace my sexuality, recognizing the sacred sexual connection with myself and the intimate partner of my choice. It is safe for me to be sensual and sexual and be respected for this. Pleasure and enjoyment are good, clean, and healthy. I experience pleasure. So I think that this is really like, to me, this is about you, Libra. I mean, this is your energy though, right? This is Venus energy, sensuality, Venus. I think it's important for you to remember that there's like an embrace. It's like this, I'm getting this sort of this sensory experience that you're going to have about like being embraced. Like you're going to feel like the universe is embracing you back. I keep getting that image off of this card. And it's not just the visceral, like the image of the card, but there's like the visceral embrace. Like it feels like arms being wrapped around you, like you're going to feel embraced back, like love consciousness. I don't know. And I think it's important to know that it's safe to feel pleasure in the context of, and like pleasure in the context of, I mean, I'm not getting that it's like a don't have permission to, like experience pleasure. It's like you've been holding back on really letting something in. Like I'm letting in peace, like believing that pleasure and peace are possible in the same pentacle. I'm hearing. What the heck? I saw this circle and I was just looking into the kind of the middle distance here, but like, it's like you didn't believe it was possible in the same pentacle. So there's like a courage that's required to understand that it is indeed possible, but you just have to believe that it's possible and then you will start to see it. I don't know, Libra. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Everyday Miracles deck by Robert Holden and Holly Holden. Fear is not justified in any form. Yeah, that's a big message, because I feel like this energy is a huge shift for you, and it's almost like it finds you and meets you where you are, and it changes. I want to be like, it changes everything. But I feel like even if you just have like encounters with angels in dreams, with loved ones who have passed in dreams, that's also an awakened one. Right? So just keep an eye out or an ear out for that in your everyday. But fear is not justified in any form. So resist the urge to be stuck in that Nine of Swords, that fearful energy, because it can consume you, right? So the Holy Spirit, so spirit within you, your intuition, will help you reinterpret everything that you perceive as fearful and teach you that only what is loving is true. So spirit will help you reinterpret everything that you perceive as fearful and teach you that only what is loving is true. I think you have to be willing to experience that, number one. And number two, I think you have to let spirit embrace you back. Find out how. How does this embrace happen, Libra? How does this embrace happen? And then it's like leaning into that energy. My cat is chirping both a hello and a please let me out. So I'm going to let her out. Ooh. Go ahead, baby girl. All right, and we're back. She just stood there and stared at the door and then looked up at me and like blink, blink. Oh, cats. I love that cat. My sweet potato. Okay. Spirit, can I get some messages for Libra for this solar eclipse in Taurus? When I've overshared, I simply say, wait, why am I talking? So this to me is about overs, like the overgiving, oversharing, overextending. And because it's coming out so connected to this particular, like that moving past this disconnect, I almost feel like there was a way that you were overgiving and you were saying that it was oversharing, like you were turning that energy in on yourself instead of understanding that there was a responsibility that more people had than just you. That's what I'm getting off of this. And so it's about saying, why am I sharing? Why am I giving? What am I not why am I giving to get back? But what we're asking here is why is it that I feel compelled to give? And is this a place where that embrace is meeting me? And not halfway, but meeting me in turn. Spirit, can I get some more messages for Libra, please? And thank you so much for this Taurus eclipse. I begin my day with love. Yeah, so I think it's about spiritual practice and grounding your day and starting it in a way that activates or connects to the loving energy within you, right? To me, I have to have my mornings, for example. My mornings are like my sacred time. That is like hallowed ground, right? I have to have that slow morning such that I will even wake up if I have to do something. My cat's scratching to get in the door now. Like it's like in and out, right? I'm so sorry, Libra. I just can't bear to have her sit in the hall. But I get that this is you. It's the spiritual practice. Like I liken it to the experience that I have of mine is because even if I have to get up and be somewhere at 7 a.m., for example, I will get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning just to have that time for myself because it's so important to my own flourishing, to my own creativity, to my own functioning in the day. So I think it's about finding that practice for yourself and really stepping into it and also defending it without having to justify it, right? Like surrounding yourself with people who just get that about you and who aren't going to challenge you about it or be like, well, that's stupid. Why do you do that? That's dumb. This, that, and like they just have opinions about things that, why is it anyone's business, right? Like, you know, like you were a whole ass human before people came into your life. So it's like about recognizing that you get to be one regardless of who's in it still. So it's like that practice though, that practice of starting your day in that vibration, because that's what it is it's a vibration that you're beginning your day with. You're starting your day with this vibration. So, Libra, that was your reading. And what a reading. Dang, an awakened one. I feel like I'm a messenger right now for you. So good. Nonetheless, Libra, thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. If this resonated for you, I would really appreciate to hear how it did. If you want to leave comments, feel free. I try to respond to all of them and to make sure that I give equal attention and measure to those who have been watching on this channel because I'm so grateful. So thank you so much. And the video section on this channel, if you want to check out there, we have tons of different content. And by we, I mean myself and my cat. Let's be real, the royal we. And if this is where we part, though, Libra, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, wherever this finds you on the time-space continuum. I hope it finds you surrounded and embraced, wrapped up in so much love and healing. May you stay in the light, my Libran friends. Take care.